Greetings. Hello, hello, hello. Greetings and salutations to you all. I hope you are having a wonderful day and as healthy and as well as you can be, and taking care of yourself, taking care of each other. And let's get into some astrology. So today is Saturday, April 11th. No, my bad. Today is Sunday, April 11th. What am I doing? Sunday. The planetary ruler of the day of Sunday is the sun. I know. Real hard to figure that one out, right? So, Sunday, all about the sun. What is going on with the sun today? Well, the sun is in Aries. It's been in Aries. We've been talking about it all week long. 21 degrees, 58 minutes of Aries. So, with the sun in the chart, whenever if we're looking at a natal chart, if we're looking at a transit chart, the sun is always what is shining, what is shining for focus, what is being highlighted in our lives at this time, and what's being highlighted during Aries season is the creativity process. Okay, the seeds that are going into the ground metaphorically, as we can kind of give this a springtime analogy, if you will. But what seeds are we planting into the ground? What are we planning for later on in the year? Are we kind of planning for realistically? Are our goals realistic at this time? Are they still a little up there and need a little bit more fine tuning and refocusing? Are we having a lot of ideas that are just kind of being just thrown out there? Are we having any hesitation? Are we putting any thought into these things? I know with Mars and Gemini, with Mars being the factor of our passion and our drive and our go-go juice, so to speak. There's a lot of back and forth kind of motion with Mars and Gemini, and a lot of delays and just kind of accidents and oopsies and things that just come up, that just keep progress from happening. And then with Aries, we have a lot of that cardinal energy as an initiating sign. It's igniting. So we're wanting to start things, but things are being delayed. And then, with Saturn in Aquarius, we're kind of scared about what's going to happen. And Jupiter, the hype man, is kind of like, I'm just here to hype whatever it is that's going to happen. Let's do it. Let's whatever it is, let's just pick it and do it. And then we have the moon. The moon is now in Aries. The moon is a water type. Aries is a fire sign, and Venus is also a water type. So I imagine Venus is feeling a little less alone right now with having a little bit of some water support in there with all of the air and fire that's happening with that placement. But so with the moon and our emotions in Aries, we might have a lot of emotional feelings, a lot of that's really, Rachel. You might have a lot of emotional feelings. Imagine that. Okay, so we might have a lot of initiating emotions that come and go rapidly. So they might pop up instantaneously that are like, oh, come on, and then they'll dissipate and kind of fizzle out as quickly as they came. So you might see a lot of people that are having like these emotional bursts that are coming out of the blue, so to speak. But it's kind of like a solar flare. Like it's just gotta, it's gotta erupt. It's gotta come out. Does that come out in a healthy way? Not always. That kind of energy can be very destructive, but hopefully, when we are experiencing that, it's a time of awareness and ability to kind of take an observational role into why this is or why these things are coming up and being so explosive and dynamic for us at this time. Moon in Aries, it's another kind of difficult aspect there because you have the fire and air aspect there, and the moon rules. The moon rules the fourth house. So we have the first house of Aries and then the fourth house of Cancer in the moon. So we have kind of a bit of I think a bit of a sextile energy. They're not, no, I'd say that's more of a square because a square is four houses away. So it's a bit of a, maybe not an exact square, but you know, the moon and the sun, they're not necessarily opposites, but you know, you have kind of the sun, which is the expression, and the moon, which is kind of an inner excuse me, an inner kind of landscape. So the sun is kind of like your outer landscape, what it's expressing, and the moon is kind of your inner landscape also. So we might have a lot of initiating emotions coming up, you know, emotions that are going to make you feel like you need to make a change, to take a new direction, to maybe just get a change of scenery in an emotional way with that aspect. And those things that happen, those circumstances that happen that initiate change aren't always the easiest circumstances. It's not always a gentle nudge. Sometimes it is an explosion or something dynamic that happens that really puts that you get a very, very clear message that, hey, something has happened and it needs to change rapidly. So I see that with kind of the moon in Aries there as well, kind of like these ideas about these emotional changes, these circumstances that come up that kind of have an emotional reaction to them. So hopefully this will work out in the best way that it can with the amount of energy that is being pumped into Aries right now. And there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen, so to speak, as we have Ceres, Mercury, Eris, Venus, the Sun, and Chiron. Um, and the aspects that they're making, a lot of sextiles, like Mars is sextile to at 22 degrees, it's sextile to the Sun, it's sextile to Venus, it is sextile to Eris right now. So there's a stellium of sextile energy between Mars and these planets, and Mars and Gemini. Gemini's an air sign, so we're talking about the mental realm, and then Aries is a fire sign, so we're talking about the initiating realm. So ideas as they are involving our emotions, our expression, our sensuality, our thoughts. So there's a lot of energy that's going into this process right now. So hopefully this is translating as well as it can for most people out there. And that is about all I can think to say right now. I think I've covered just about everything. If I forgot, I'm terribly sorry. And I will see you guys soon. Take care.